You're enjoying a night of relaxation, catching up on the infographic show videos you missed during your busy work week. Suddenly, the screen goes black, the lights go out, and the air conditioner turns off. What's going on, you say into the darkness? You stumble to the window and look outside. There are no lights coming from any of the houses in your neighborhood. The glow of the nearby city has been extinguished. The electricity has gone out around the world. In the next 60 minutes, there will be chaos, panic, and death. According to a former director of the CIA, Robert James Woolsey, 90% of humans could die in the United States if the electricity were to completely go out. This is a staggering statistic, which puts the death toll at around 297 million people in the US alone. So, what would happen in the first 60 minutes of all electricity going out that could lead to such a terrible catastrophe? Let's find out. The power goes out. There are two sides to this scenario. Half of the world would be in daytime and the other half would be in night when the electricity goes out. The moment this disastrous event happens, the earth goes silent. There's no more humming of light bulbs or buzzing of radiators. No one knows that the world is about to fall apart. While an eerie silence envelops the planet, the world keeps spinning, but in the next 60 minutes, every part of society will come crashing down. 1 minute after electricity goes out. On the daytime side of the earth, the effects of electricity going out are not immediately noticeable for many. People walking outside or sitting at home with their shades open have no idea that things are about to get really crazy. Others might be driving down the road and don't realize the power has gone out until they come to a stoplight. They slam on the brakes as two cars barrel through the intersection and slam into each other. Pedestrians crossing the street are hit by vehicles as no one knows when to go or when to stop. Just seconds after the electricity goes out, accidents happen worldwide, leading to countless deaths and injuries. Although there will be accidents on the night side of the earth, things are slightly calmer. Anyone who's awake is using artificial light to see in the dark. Suddenly, every reading light and nightlight on the planet goes out. People experience darkness in a way they have never before.
Shalom, shalom, giving all honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, teach 100% truth. Shalom to the 144,000 and to the rest of the elect out there. And it's your brother Ra'aya back with another video. And yeah, y'all, I was just trying to post this video about what would be to come if when the power goes out here in Babylon the Great. And not only here, but around the globe. What would go down? It would be all chaos and madness, right? And I believe it could happen in this winter, the winter of 2026, right? 2025 going into 2026. It could happen this year because it would be a perfect recipe for a disaster. You know, they already have military already in these cities, in each major city where Jake is, and or at least they have some type of military presence there, and it would just so happen be a convenient way to cause the reset that they was trying to have with their new world order. And I believe they can really implement something if they, we know Esau got some technologies where he can control the weather. He got weather technology and all that, where he can manipulate the weather and he can cause places it to rain in places that it wouldn't rain in, or he can cause snow to pop off there. Like I was just watching this other video in Arizona. They had hail that was popping off in Arizona and stuff. Like, Arizona's hot in the motherfucker. Like, I used to stay there in Chandler, Arizona, and it was like 106 and 105 and all of that, and it can even get up to 110 and 120, at times. But and for it to hail and it be almost like into like a snow out there, it's just a proof of the times and a proof of what Esau is trying to, what he's trying to do. He can easily cause those catastrophes to happen, and he can start implementing his new world order, he can cause everybody to get the MOTB quickly by doing so. I just thought about that. Like, he got the ability to manipulate the weather. In this winter, he could cause to where the storms are so bad that it knocks the power out, and then we end up in one of these catastrophes where they're forcing Jake to end up getting, or just the world to end up getting the MOTB. They can cause it to happen. And really it'll be Yahweh Bashem Yahushai using them to do this, but because although this is Esau's plan, this is all being controlled by the Heavenly Father. So I'm gonna go back a little bit. I believe it was at 2. And then I'm about to play this, y'all.
Never before. Clocks stop ticking, fans stop spinning. Those who are asleep likely won't wake up during the first 60 minutes of a global blackout. In fact, without electricity to make their alarms go off, they might enjoy one of the best nights of sleep in their life. 5 minutes after all electricity goes out. All across the planet, vehicles that are powered by electricity have rolled to a stop. This includes public transportation like trains and electric buses. People in major metropolitan areas are stuck deep underground. If they were riding the subway at the time the global blackout occurred, this means hundreds of thousands of people are prying open the doors of public transportation vehicles to escape the pitch black depths of subway tunnels. Since the trains run on
Fair use, fair use. This is a non-monetized video. I am not getting paid for this. This is for educational purposes only. So the creator of this video that I'm using, this is for educational purposes only. I'm not using this for any monetization.
electric tracks and emergency lights are likely directly tied into the grid. The people in the tunnels need to feel their way blindly out of the dark or use their cell phones to illuminate the way. Everyone above ground starts to make their way down dark streets and back to their homes to find out what's going on. They pass shops that have gone completely dark. Trucks with flashing yellow lights drive by as emergency crews are sent out to figure out what's causing the blackout. They're startled to find that there is no trace of electricity anywhere. All phone lines are down along with cable, internet, and television. Every single form of communication we rely on is powered by electricity. Even if you had a battery-powered radio, you wouldn't be able to pick up any signals because the radio stations require electricity to broadcast. Maybe a few stations have backup generators, but they're still trying to gather information about what's going on before they start their doomsday broadcast. 5 minutes after all the electricity goes out, panic starts to mount, and there are no clear answers as to what's happening.
Because we're not ignorant to this devil's devices. And we know he has the ability to do these things because the earth been given over to the hand of the wicked, and that this will more than likely coincide with his plans on the New World Order. So, you all just, be watchful out here. Because our adversary, the devil, is like a roaring lion looking to whom he may devour. And if, I know a lot of Jakes out there don't know how to survive without this man's system. But if you have the elect, then Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is going to make a way for you to survive. And I'm just giving this because this could be very well an instance of this wicked man's plans. But if he let it go, then the quicker it is, his kingdom will fall then. So with that, I'm gonna give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakagudash. Shalom, y'all. On to the next one.
In this initial period of darkness, the elderly are going to struggle the most. They'll be unable to reach any help by phone or text. If they use an elevator system in their home to get from one floor to the other, they'll be stuck on whichever floor they're currently on. Unfortunately, if they're on the top floor of their home, there's no hope of getting down and seeking help. Unless a relative thinks to check on them, the elderly will be pretty much stuck where they are for the duration of the global blackout. People who live in high-rise buildings run into the same issue. A few unfortunate people who are in the elevators high above the lobby are now stuck there indefinitely. As they ascended to reach their floor and the electricity went out, there was a sudden jerk and a slight drop as the engine coiling the wire stopped spinning. Luckily, most elevators are required to have backup braking systems that engage in emergency situations. Therefore,